Hey guys, it's me. It's been a while since I've just recorded me and not done a meme video, but it's time I did so because I am well overdue in answering the Q&A questions that you guys posted on the video where I announced the live stream and the fact that we'd hit 1,000 subs. So quick update on that. We're now quite a bit past 1,500 subs, which is pretty cool. And the live stream went pretty well. We managed to raise £70 for Rhine Revolution UK and their pangolin rescue, rehabilitate, release program, which is amazing. Thank you everyone who came along and donated and even just hung out and talked in chat. Thank you guys so much. And since the last few takes have done this, I went into like the 50-minute mark. I'm just gonna go straight to the questions. So, first question is from Monsieur Pickle, which is, your voice confuses me, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You sound like a man and a woman. Now I'm curious if you're a self-taught voice actor or not. Oh wait, are you secretly Vivek? So as I've said, it's in my description, and I've mentioned it before, I am a trans woman. I've had vocal therapy and such, so I can sound authentically female, but I don't put loads of effort in for my normal voice. And I currently have a vocal coach, Antonio Greco, who I've mentioned in a couple of my more talky talk videos, and I'm also joining a class with Victoria Atkin next week, so that should be pretty cool. Next question from the Lady Naravar. Favorite type of pangolin? I'm gonna have to go with the giant ground pangolin, or just a ground pangolin. It's got a couple of different names, but they're like a meter long. They're the big chunky ones. They walk around like little T-Rexes. I do like all kinds of pangolins, but they're the ones I vibe with the most. Next one from Rayla Ash was gonna make an oh my god wow face reveal and you're a pangolin? You must be the most talented pangolin in the world, damn joke, but then you mentioned the pangolin charity stream and that's even better. Am I a pangolin? I refuse to answer this question without my lawyer present. Next from Sashirikun, hope I'm pronouncing that right. Congrats on the subs, thank you. Only found your sub a few weeks ago, but it's so much fun. Here are your questions. Is there any voice actor you look up to? I'd say there's quite a few. Hard to narrow it down. So there's definitely Antonio Greco, who I just mentioned, who's the guy who's been teaching me and putting me on the right path through all the stuff. He's amazing. Also the voice of Era in Warframe, and he's got a few other things coming up. There's obviously Matt Mercer. I'm a big roleplay nerd, so he is absolutely fantastic, wonderful human being all around. Wes Johnson as well, super friendly guy, super great, amazing voice. Liam O'Brien, basically, look, there's so many, okay? There's way too many for me to narrow down. Anyone who's been on Critical Role, Darren DePaul, there's too many to list, you know? Yeah. What do you think of the Elder Scrolls voice acting in general? I would say overall they do a good job. There are some lines that are like kind of neutral, kind of meh. There's not much emotion in it. They could have done better. But when you've only got so many voice actors having to voice so many people, and you're going to be in the booth for hours at a time, it is really hard to keep that same energy going the entire time. Hell, I lose energy on takes when I do like 4 or 5 of them in a row. And we're talking like in the span of maybe 2 minutes, and already my energy is going. So honestly, the fact that it sounds as good as it does, props to them. They do a really good job and they work really hard to get it. So yeah, I'd say overall it's pretty good. There's been some mistakes, there's been some flubs, but when you've got to voice so much stuff, it's natural, it's gonna happen. And so any type of skit or dubbing idea I'd like to do, but I haven't found the right meme or content for it to build on. Not really. I kind of just look for memes and then just sort of throw myself into it. I don't really plan too much. There's a couple I've held on to until I kind of figured out how I wanted to do them, because like this meme is definitely worth a video. I just don't know how I want to do it yet. Like the Khajiit Scholar one. I downloaded that one like weeks before I did it because I knew I wanted to do it, but I just hadn't clicked on how I was going to do it. And will I keep the live stream up on YouTube afterwards? Yes, I'll put a link down in the description for it. It's up there. It's 4 hours, 20 minutes long. That was totally not intentional, I promise. That was a complete accident. So next one from Carrot. Love your videos, super funny stuff. Thank you. Saw on your Twitter that you're a trans woman. Pog. And based on the voiceovers, I'm assuming you've done some voice training. Questions, are you self-taught? And if so, how would one get started with voice training? Asking for a friend, of course. So as I mentioned before, I've had some vocal therapy with the NHS. So a lot of it was learning how to use resonance instead of pitch. So basically, one of the standard exercises is if you just very lightly put some fingers on your nose, and then you just hum and try and make it so the vibration is in your nose or around your lips. So like a and just do that a couple times over. Give yourself a break. Maybe do some sirening where you start off like low in your chest and then you bring it all the way up to your nose and then back down again. So like it sounds ridiculous, but honestly, focus on that, do that sort of thing, and you'll start noticing an improvement over time. Focus on resonance, not pitch, and you should be doing just fine. Next one from Sandwich. So, as questions, I suppose there's the usual stuff like what's your system specs, do you own any consoles, audio setup like, have a lot of towel stuff in a cardboard box, a blanket over your head, and how would I rank the Fallout games? So, system specs, pretty beefy PC. I've got like an i9 processor, 2080 Ti, terabyte hard drive, 256 gigabyte SSD, 32 gig of RAM. It was a pre-build from Novatech, one of their battle boxes, which they've since updated for the 3080s. But yeah, it's a pretty solid rig. On any consoles, yep, I have a PS4, which I've been recently playing Bloodborne on. I've also got a 360 Reach Edition and a PS3, and then somewhere over in the corner there's a GameCube that I might break out and play again at some point. For my audio setup, I have a Rode NT1A mounted in front of me on a boom arm. Then I have a Scarlett 3rd Gen Solo preamp, and then some just normal Sennheiser headphones, nothing fancy there. I don't have any towels and a cover box or a blanket. I have used the blanket on some occasions, but currently I just have like a wall in front of me with some sound panels. And Fallout games, I would say New Vegas first, then Fallout 3, because it was my first one, then Fallout 4. I've not played any others, so I can't really rank them. Obviously, that means Brotherhood of Steel is the best of all time. Next one from BR, where am I from? Guess it's Scotland? You're correct. Not from Glasgow, though. I'm from near the border with England, so... Pardon me, just burped. Yeah, so I'm from the border region, so my accent's not very strong. My favorite game, I don't really have a favorite game. I tend to flip around on a few of them. I'd say currently my favorites are Ark Survival Evolved, Kenshi, Bloodborne, and Warframe. And there's probably like another one I'm like, oh shit, that's my favorite. But yeah, currently those are the ones I'm really vibing with. Why did I decide to do Morrowind memes? Because I thought the story and the lore of Morrowind and the Dunmer and all that were really interesting. And because of the really weird esoteric nature of the Elder Scrolls, the Morrowind memes are kind of the most pure, the strongest on that front. So they're the most fun. My pangolins are very cute. They are very cute. They're an animal I vibe with a lot. They're small, they're cute, they're very protective of themselves, and they're, kind of small. But they're also the most poached animal in the world. So I thought I'd try and do my little bit to help them out. And why is my voice so beautiful? I don't think it's beautiful. I don't think it's ugly. I don't think it's beautiful though, but thank you very much. So next one from somebody 0815. First of all, congrats for 1,000 subs. Thank you. It's been a great fun to be along the ride for the last few hundred subs, and I hope I'll make it to the stream, but now at the potatoes aka questions. When did you decide to pursue voice acting as a career? I'd say about a year ago or so. That's when I really started to look on Casting Call Club, and then start like making videos and sort of uploading kind of slowly, bit by bit. But then since then, I've really started to gain momentum in doing proper voice acting stuff. What's my creative process for my YouTube? Do I just see a meme and know what it has to sound like, or do I put a lot of thought into it? It depends. There's some memes that I look at and I'm like, I know exactly what I want this to be like the Toes video. That one was just one take. I threw it out there and it stuck, and that was it. Boom, done. Others, like the Ascend with Pale Blood, that one was a lot more of a, I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I could read this, but then I had the idea of, well, what if we put in like a flashy like nightmare sequence thing, and then it's like, well, the vision from the Prothean beacon from Mass Effect 1, like the music along with that is always great, and then like I spliced up some of the scenery and some of the different cutscenes, and I thought, well, this is just becoming like a weird like fanfic thing at this point, so I need to throw in a meme somewhere, so I just threw in the Bogs, the Bogdanov twins. So yeah, it's just kind of random, really. It just sort of comes to me. Next one from Lucas. Great things saying for a pangolin cherry. Don't get much attention, and a lot of people aren't even aware of them. Yeah, and then also congrats for 1,000 subs. Thank you. So for the Q&A, which is a superior elven race? Needs to be playable one. I'm gonna say Dunmer. They're just the most interesting to me. the best culture, lore, history, all that. Khajiits are Argonians. I like the Khajiit. They've got a really interesting history and culture, and the Furstock thing is a really actually interesting way of having very wildly different body types of a race. But Argonians, I just like them too much. Kill Parthenax or not to kill Parthenax? If you decide to kill Parthenax, you can just unsub right now. We do not kill Parthenax in this house. Palinol, woke or broke? I mean, he's potentially a time-traveling gay cyborg, so woke, but he also committed genocide, and I can't really be condoning that, so... Tribunal, woke or broke? I really like the Tribunal, but they're all assholes. I'm gonna say woke, but again, tentatively, they all have something wrong with them. Do I chim? Have you seen my videos? Of course I do. Who stole your sweet roll? And the last one from Immortal Snail. I was legend doing a charity stream for endangered animals. Thanks so much for doing this channel. It's already been such an unexpected help to me as a trans person, so I just want to say you've encouraged me in life, and I'm thankful for that. Thank you. So, for the Q&A, I have a question or two. Preferred weapon of choice. Now, if I remember right from the stream, you were on about IRL. Now, I do like spears, and I like halberds. I like glaives, basically like swords on a stick. Those things are cool. I like those. And, of course, Spanner Weeb wants to say katana. Can't ignore those. Rapiers as well. They're also pretty cool. But if I want to go old school, I want to say a Khopesh. Khopesh are like really stylish. Any languages that you find interesting or thought about learning? A few. I've wanted to learn Korean before, and I've wanted to learn Japanese. I did once learn a bit of Chinese. I've also learned a little bit of Tokipona, which is a conlang, a fake language, a constructed language. I don't know, I kind of swap around a bit. I always like learning weird languages, ones that really don't have much use. So yeah, favorite of animal in the Tez universe? Guars. Has to be guars. They're just so dopey. I love them so much. So yeah. So that's all the questions you guys had for me. Again, thank you everyone who came along the stream, everyone who donated, everyone who just stuck around and chatted, and all of you who like and share and subscribe to me and all that. It's really great. It means a lot to me. Sorry if I speak really quickly during this video. Every single time I've went to do this as a take for all these questions, I've ended up rambling a bit, and I've tried not to this time. I've tried to be a lot more to the point and speak quickly so it's not like a 20-minute video. I wanted to like really get it down this time. So yeah. So I shall see you guys next time around. I'm gonna say the next goal is 2,500 subs, shall we say? We're doing decent progress. I think some people got confused with the name change because I did have a bit of a dip, but we're bringing them back and we're now higher than ever. So yeah, I'll see you guys around. It's been great having you all. Mwah!